A hand cracks a frozen bone against a rock. Marrow, still soft inside the cold shell, gets sucked out on the spot. Nothing else is eaten first, not the meat. The marrow always first. That order wasn't a preference, it was survival math. Winter didn't just mean less food, it meant a specific, quieter danger, one that could kill you even with a full stomach. If you eat nothing but lean meat, no fat, for too long, your body can't process it. The liver can only convert so much protein into energy. Past that limit, it starts shutting down. People have starved to death eating rabbit, deer, anything too lean, 3 meals a day, stomach full the entire time. Modern researchers have a name for it now: rabbit starvation. Early humans didn't have the biology lesson, they just had the bodies of the people it happened to. So winter turned into a single, brutal priority. Not find food, find fat. And when the easy fat ran out, the search got desperate. Marrow first, because it's the richest, easiest fat on the animal, sealed safely inside bone where scavengers can't reach it. Then organs, the liver, the kidneys, the fat packed around the heart, eaten before the muscle meat, sometimes eaten raw, on the spot, before the cold could set it, and before anyone else could take a share. Then the brain, small but dense with exactly the kind of fat a starving body was screaming for. Then the bones themselves. Not for marrow this time. The bones were crushed, smashed down to fragments, and boiled for days. Everything the marrow didn't give up the first time got rendered out slowly into a thick, greasy broth. Archaeologists call it bone grease. It's some of the most calorie-dense food a Paleolithic winter could produce. Nothing about this was wasted, and nothing about it was optional. But sometimes, even that wasn't enough. When a hunt failed, or the herd moved on, or the season ran longer than the stores could stretch, the choices got worse. One of them sounds almost unbelievable today. Hunters would sometimes eat the stomach contents of the animals they killed, partially digested plants, moss, lichen, food a human body can't break down on its own. But an animal's stomach had already done that work. All that pre-digested plant matter was suddenly usable, packed with nutrients humans couldn't otherwise reach in the dead of winter when nothing green was growing anywhere. It sounds disgusting. It kept people alive. Hides went in the pot too, boiled down again and again until the tough skin gave up whatever gelatin and fat it had left in it. Insects, larvae, anything with calories in it. None of it off the table when the alternative was starving with a technically full stomach. And in the worst winters, the ones that lasted too long, that killed the herds along with the people hunting them, the archaeological record shows something darker still. At a number of sites, human bones have turned up, with cut marks matching the exact pattern used to butcher game. Not violence, not ritual. The same practical, efficient cuts used on deer and horses, applied to people who had already died. That detail is the hardest one to sit with, but it fits the same pattern as everything else. None of these choices were made out of preference or ritual or anything close to what we'd call an appetite. They were made by a body that was, quite literally, running out of the specific chemical fuel it needed to keep functioning, and a mind that had learned, generation after generation, exactly what that shortage would do if it wasn't fixed immediately. Marrow first, organs next, brain, bone grease, stomach contents, hide. And if none of that was left, whatever remained. It wasn't about what tasted acceptable. It was about what contained fat, and how fast you could get to it before your own body started failing. We tend to imagine survival as a matter of willpower, grit, toughness. But winter for early humans wasn't a test of endurance. It was a test of biochemistry, and biochemistry doesn't care what you're willing to do. Every choice on this list, from cracking a bone for marrow to the darkest one at the end, was the same calculation, made over and over by people whose bodies gave them no other option. It wasn't monstrous. It was math. And the fact that any of us are here at all means somewhere back down the line, someone did it and didn't look away.